this is a message for anybody who's found themselves as a single parent, especially if you're divorced. So if you, and even in the best of scenarios, it's hard to separate your life from somebody that you thought that you had planned and never anticipated, at the beginning that you would be separating, and you had children together, and then you're having to create separate lives. And the thing is, there's a lot of feelings for you. I'll just talk for myself, for a mom. So I'm divorced, and there's a lot of grief, like it's not how I thought life was going to go, it wasn't, or maybe you're the one who instigated it. It's still grieving, like it's just hard, and people are going to have hard feelings. The trick is there is something that both you and the other, your ex, your partner, both love dearly, and that is the children. And so it can become a really easy way to hurt them, to do something to make the child not like them, or to make them look a little bad in the child's eyes, right? That's a really easy way, it's a really low way to get back at that person. And it's super tempting. But if you can, before you do any of that, before you say anything, if you can picture your child deeply loves you and deeply loves that person, and they need a strong relationship with both of those people in their lives to feel good and solid. So even though you might kind of peeve your partner or your ex-partner by doing that, you're going to much more hurt your child by doing it. So the one who really gets hurt is the kid in that process. So before you do that, even if you're so mad, so heartbroken, so upset about their latest partner or whatever it is that's going on, right? Take a deep breath and take care of yourself. And let that child have a relationship with that person that doesn't involve you, and be okay with that. And that's the hardest thing. And that's where I think the 4 C's are so helpful, because we can do it for ourselves. Get connected. You belong. You are enough. Connect with yourself. Like, let yourself be belonging, even if you aren't in a relationship anymore that you thought you would be in, or, your life doesn't look like you thought it would look, and you feel like now you don't have what you thought you had or something. I remember driving, it was like a few months after my divorce, and I'm driving in my minivan behind a car that has one of those little stickers of all the different family members. And you see like the dad with his briefcase and the mom with her like tennis racket. And yeah, you can see where this is going. Kids with their lacrosse sticks and, the whole thing. And then you see like a college sticker, and it's like looking like a nice little piece of ivy. And, so you see it, and it's in the car in front of me on the back of the Suburban. And I'm just like, I can't do this. I don't have the dad with the briefcase on the back of my car. Like, I just felt like I don't get to play. I just felt so not belonging, like I don't get to be in that anymore. And it's a really hard feeling, but you have to take yourself on about it, own who you are, create your life in a good way, and let your kids have relationships, and they're their own relationships. Don't get involved. And if you find yourself saying something mean, definitely say, I just said something that's not appropriate, and I shouldn't say that, and I don't mean to say that. And then if I ever did, it happened a few times. What I would do is immediately say something that I always love about him. I'll never stop loving him for these qualities. And I'll say one of the things that I liked about him, and, maybe tell a funny story about something he did that was funny, or, like just try to be like, that was not the person. That's not how I'm holding your dad. And I'm not going to do that. Because it's not fair to them. That's my tip number 1 about being a single parent.